Very often we talk about player A and why he needs to be in the starting 11, or player B and why he needs to make it to the World Cup roster. But we end up forgetting something that's very important: the jersey and how good you look. Because you know what? You look good, you feel good, you do good, and you play good when it comes to soccer. So having a good jersey actually matters. Otherwise, your team has no aura. And have you ever seen a team win a World Cup with no aura, just having ugly jerseys? It simply doesn't happen. I'm dead serious right now. Name one national team that won a World Cup with a garbage jersey. You can't name one. Hello. If you're new here, I'm Filippo, and welcome to Tactical Manager TV. And today, we are going to rank every single US Men's National Team World Cup jersey. So make sure to drop a like right now. Let us know in the comment section down below which ones of these jerseys do you personally own. And before we start, you're going to want to pay attention. So the US Men's National Team has played a total of 11 World Cups, with the 2026 World Cup being the 12th. We will use what was leaked of the 2026 jersey to rank it. So yes, the jersey of the next World Cup, which is now in 6 months roughly, will be ranked in this video. So we have 12 World Cups total to rank. And I thought about this long and hard. That would be a total of 24 jerseys, and that's too much. So instead of ranking every single jersey, we're going to be essentially ranking each set of a World Cup. What do I mean by that? Like the home and away kit from 2010, that is one set that we're going to rank. So if the home jersey is beautiful and the away jersey is terrible, you might get ranked lower. Make sense? And obviously that's subjective. Let me know your ranking down in the comment section down below as well. Make sure to drop a like in the process, and let's roll the intro and let's start the episode with jersey number 12. Yes, we're going to go from the worst one to the best one. Okay, so let's start with World Cup or World Cup jersey set number 12, which is the worst US Men's National Team jerseys of all time when it comes to World Cups. And the worst one is 1998. I'm sorry, those ones are hideous. And listen, I have this one from the 90s when Nike had already taken over. And even this one that I own, it is ugly. I love it just because it means a lot to me, but it is ugly. And the ones in the 1998 World Cup are hideous. And listen, this was a massive drop-off from the 1994 World Cup where we had Adidas jerseys. Once Nike took over the 1998 one, they were not good. And surprise, surprise, the team did bad in that World Cup. And I'm gonna blame the jerseys. It was definitely the jerseys. They were the problem. And listen, I don't mind the away kit being red. I actually like that. It's just the design. I just dislike this design so much. There's like that random line across the player's chest and it's like too thin. The little polo collar doesn't really work with this jersey. I just don't like it. There's almost nothing that I like about it besides the crest. So the 1998 US Men's National Team gets the award of worst jerseys in US Men's National Team history. Now let's go to number 11. Okay, number 11. And we're gonna stay in the 90s, okay? We're not leaving the 90s yet. Number 11 are the US Men's National Team jerseys for the 1990 World Cup. Now listen, the US hadn't played in a World Cup in a very long time. And I don't know, it should have been something special to be back in 1990. Yet it seemed like someone just got very lazy and they pulled a random training kit out of their ass, and that's the jersey they got for the 1990 World Cup. I'm sorry, those don't look like actual jerseys. They look like cheap training kits. The crest is fine, but it looks more of like an Olympic team, but I don't mind that, that's fine. And I don't know, man, I usually like retro or vintage jerseys, but this one doesn't feel like that. It just looks like a training kit, and a very cheap one. It doesn't look good. I also don't know if this qualifies as retro or vintage. I guess it does, because it's from 1990. It just also doesn't feel like a USA jersey. It's only better than the one in 1998, because Nike decided to do a very poor job, which is not a surprise, but I just don't like the one in 1990. And for that reason, they will be ranked number 11. So they're the second worst USMNT jersey set in World Cups of all time. Okay, now we're at number 10, and we're still in the zone of jerseys that I didn't really like. Very soon we're going to get to the ones that I loved. And this one is the 2022 World Cup jerseys, a recent one, the most recent one. And listen, when these jerseys leaked, I didn't like it. Not one bit. And even the players apparently didn't, right? We saw the comments from Wes and McKinney that the players didn't like the jerseys as well. But that's when I saw it online. When I saw it in person, it was worse. Like, it was really bad. And you know what? The home white jerseys are worse than the blue away ones. I didn't really like the centered crest for this one. I don't know. Normally I do, but not for this one. The home white jersey, right, our first jersey, it doesn't even look like a real one. It looks cheap. It looks like a ripoff of an actual jersey that maybe some dad bought it on like Wish.com or Alibaba because it was cheaper and he gave it to his kid. Instead of buying a $100 jersey, it's a $10 one. Now the away ones that is blue, they're not ugly if they were training kits. They look like decent training kits. But as a jersey, I also don't like it very much. But the white one, that's where I draw the line. I really don't like that one. And it was a disgrace that Nike made that for the 2022 World Cup. They pay their designers a lot of money. And that's the best they can make. That white 2022 World Cup jersey, they never grew on me either. Like some people said that, hey, later on you're going to start enjoying it. But no. As time went on, like now, we're almost 4 years. 4 years have passed from the World Cup almost, or 3.5 or something like that. I still despise those white jerseys. And as I said, the blue ones as training kits, they're fine. Now, before we continue, because now we're going to get to the jerseys that I very much like, which will be number 9 beyond. A quick word from the sponsor of this video, PrizePicks. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. We'll be back very soon. Don't go anywhere. The big game is almost here. And there's no better way to cash in America's biggest sporting event than PrizePicks, where it always feels good to be right. And since the big and final game of the season is right around the corner, this is your last chance to get into the football action before the next season. And by football, I mean American football, not soccer. So close the season out right with PrizePicks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Personally, I like to play fantasy basketball and soccer, two sports I very much enjoy, and I like to do it because it adds an extra excitement to the game. It allows me to, root for a player or hate watch a player. And you know me, mostly I do hate watching. I love to hate watch. And PrizePicks is pretty easy to play. You choose 2 to 6 player projections for any sports. You then submit your lineup to check the entry fee and payout by selecting obviously the stats that you want that believe will happen in that game. Then you get matched into a group and you can get real money by topping that group or by getting your picks right to win the minimum guaranteed. You can also play for free. That's important to point out with their free to play jackpot. So download the PrizePicks app today and use the promo code CLNS so you will get $50 after you play your first $5 lineup. That is CLNS to get $50 after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Okay, we're back. And now we're going to talk about jerseys 9 through 1. So the 9th best all the way to the best one. And what I want to say is from here going forward, I love or like every single jersey that's left. None of them I find ugly. They all have a special meaning to me for different reasons, and I love them all. So number 9, we're going to go back all the way to the 30s. We're going to go back to the Great Depression here. 1934 World Cup, and I actually have a replica of this jersey. And you may be wondering, you bought a replica of this jersey, and it's still ranked number 9? Yeah, because after this one, I actually love all the jerseys that are left. So here's the replica that I have of the 1934 World Cup US Men's National Team jersey. And the reason why I ranked it number 9 is I do have jerseys that I prefer, but I also see it as a ripoff of the 1930 World Cup, right? It's the same jersey, but in 1930, it was a white one, and 1934 is the blue one that I just showed you. It almost feels like the white one from 1930 is the home kit and the 1934 is the away kit, because for the 1930 World Cup, we didn't have a home and away kit. And for the 1934 one, we also didn't have a home and away kit. I also think the centered crest for these retro jerseys, it works. It looks good. So I have it at number 9. And the reason I have the 1930 one ahead of it is because I just like the white one better. It's just a matter of preference. Now, a little fun fact, This was a weird World Cup that started in the knockout round. So the US men's national team actually only played one game in the 1934 World Cup. Just one. They played one knockout round and they were eliminated with a 7-1 loss. So yes, it was a bit of a weird World Cup. Now, obviously, if that's jersey number 9, jersey number 8 is the one from 1930. Again, this World Cup had no home and away jerseys, so it's honestly a matter of preference. The 1930 and 1934 jerseys are essentially the same. 1930 is white, 34 is blue. So whatever ranking you do, you kind of have to place these two jerseys close to each other, right? They have to be one after the other because they're essentially the same jersey. Also, 1930 was technically the best World Cup ever for the US men's national team because they did finish in 3rd place. So yes, that's also why 1930 gets a boost. Now let's talk about jersey or World Cup jersey set number 7. All right. Number 7 is the 2014 World Cup jerseys, the one that we played in Brazil. I don't know, man. I love the home white polo jerseys. Unlike the 1998 one, the polo color that they had for this one, it actually looked pretty good. The away jersey, it's okay. It also kind of looked like a training kit to me. It's not ugly, but it's not my favorite. It's just average, and that's even one of the reasons why this was ranked 7. I think the away jersey that looks like a training kit kind of bumped them lower in this ranking, right? To be ranked number 7. Otherwise, if it was good, it would be ranked much better. But I don't know. The home one for the 2014 World Cup, it just looks nice. It looks clean. And for some reason, it looks kind of iconic for me. I don't know. It's just a World Cup that I have great memories from, besides Brazil losing 7-1 in the semifinals. But it was just a fun World Cup. The US got out of the group of death. It was the one that we went to before not qualifying in 2018. There was that Belgium game. So memories aside and nostalgia, I really like the home kit. And for that reason, I ranked the 2014 World Cup jerseys at number 7. Okay, next up, we have the jerseys that are ranked number 6. And for this one, it'll be the 2006 US men's national team jerseys. And for this World Cup, we had a solid home and away jersey. I like them both. I think the home kit is good, but it's not spectacular. Now, the away kit, I love the blue one. The white and red on it, it looks clean, it looks good. Now, we did get grouped in that World Cup, which kind of messes with my theory that if you look good, you do good, because these were nice jerseys, especially the away one, in my opinion. Regardless, both of those look good, and for that reason, I ranked it as the 6th best USMNT World Cup jerseys of all time. Okay, now jerseys number 5. And for this one, we're using the leaks. We haven't seen the actual jersey. So you know what I'm talking about. The 2026 World Cup jerseys that have leaked. Now, when I see it in person, maybe I'll change my opinion for the better or for the worse, right? Maybe I'll think it looks worse and I'll rank it at 6, 7, or 8. Or maybe I'll think it looks better and I'll rank it as 3, 2, maybe 1. I guess there's also the nostalgia factor that if we do win the World Cup, let's say 10 years from now, there might be some meaning to this jersey and I'll rank it higher. But based on the leaks, they look very nice. Regardless of what happens in the World Cup. And it looks like they took inspiration from the 1994 US men's national team jerseys that were both very good. We're going to talk about them very soon. Like, for example, the away one looks like a darker version of 1994, right? To a certain extent. You can kind of see the stars on it. And the home jerseys look very similar to the 1994 ones. So we'll see if my opinion changes over time. So far, I like the 2026 World Cup jerseys. I plan on buying them as long as they're not super expensive. And for that reason, I rank them as the 5th best US men's national team World Cup jerseys of all time. All right, number 4, the 2002 World Cup jerseys. And if I had to use one word for these ones, it would be iconic. I know that in 1930, it's technically our best World Cup of all time because we finished in 3rd place. 2002, we finished in 8th place. We made it to the quarterfinals, and Germany cheated to go through and make it to the final eventually. So to me, till this day, the 2002 World Cup is actually the best the US men's national team has ever had. And the jerseys are pretty good. They're iconic, they're great, they're simple, yet it works. You know what? I like the little color details on the home jersey. How they managed to include blue and red on the white jersey, it looks great. Even though it's not something super creative or, that attracts a lot of attention towards it, but it looks nice, it looks clean. I was hoping for some red details on the away one. I thought that would have been a great addition to it. It would look great. But but I still love those jerseys. I thought the blue and the white ones look awesome. Now, the home ones to me are better, right? The white ones for the 2002 World Cup. But again, the away ones, I love it as well. So for that reason, I ranked the 2002 World Cup jerseys at number 4. Okay, we've reached the top 3. We're now at jerseys number 3 out of our ranking. So this would be like the bronze medal. And for this one will be the US Men's National Team 2010 World Cup jerseys, the one we played in South Africa. Now, these ones have a special place in my heart. One, because of the Lyndon Donovan Algeria goal. That to me is one of the most iconic moments in World Cup history when it comes to American soccer, of course. But this was a very fun World Cup. So there's that as well. Now, the home kit that we had, the white ones, they were very good. They look good. But the away kits, the blue ones, to me, those are one of the best US Men's National Team jerseys of all time. I love it. I would rank it a top 3 jersey of all time on its own. Now, if the home one was a little bit better, not that I don't like it, I like it, but if it was a little bit better, the 2010 World Cup would crack number 2 in this ranking. But the home one is okay, it's good. The blue one, spectacular. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm going to say this once again. I love the white home jerseys, they look good, but I have seen better. The away one is beautiful. The diagonal white line across the jersey, the dark blue, and the red. The details, it makes it just a wonderful jersey, one of the best we've ever had. I swear, I don't know if it's just me. That's what I think. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, but I just love this 2010 away jersey. And that's why I rank it at number 3. Okay, we've made it to the silver medal, the second best US Men's National Team World Cup jersey of all time. And for this one, we're going to have to go back way in the past, like a lot, to a World Cup where the US Men's National Team shocked the world. They defeated England. To a World Cup that most of us watching this were not born yet, the 1950. And just like 1930 and 1934, we didn't have a home and away kit for that one. We only had one. And I actually own a replica of the 1950 World Cup jersey. A replica, right? It's not the actual one. And won't you look at that? It is beautiful. To me, it's easily one of the best US Men's National Team jerseys of all time. The blue details on the collar, the sleeve, the diagonal red line across the jersey. It looks clean. It looks good. It's one of my favorite retro jerseys of all time, but not just United States, like retro in general. I would say this is a top 10 retro jersey for myself. Out of all nations, I would rank this in the top 10. Not number 1, maybe not number 2 either. There's a few that I like more, but easily top 10. I love it. It's beautiful. So the 1950 World Cup jersey is ranked at number 2. And now all that we have left is number 1, which is obviously the 1994 World Cup. So let's talk about the best US Men's National Team jerseys of all time, or set, which to me, it was kind of an easy pick. And I don't know if they're actually the most beautiful ones. It could just be that they're the most iconic ones, especially the away one, but I have to go with the 1994 World Cup. To me, the away jersey for the 1994 World Cup is the best ever that we have ever had. No argument right there. It's not debatable in my opinion. When it comes to the beauty of it, the aesthetics of it, how iconic it is, and the home one is solid. It's really good. I like it. I was hoping the 2026 World Cup would beat it, and maybe it will when we actually see the design in real life and depending on how the team does in the World Cup. But for now, the 1994 one remains at top. I love the away jersey. It's the best the US Men's National Team has ever had. And the home jersey, probably a top 5, top 6, or top 7 US Men's National Team World Cup jersey of all time. Alright everyone, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like before you go, and let me know in the comment section down below your ranking of the US Men's National Team World Cup jerseys, because the 2026 World Cup is around the corner. Now, once that one is out, right, the ones that we're going to actually get, not just the leaks, like I can actually see it, I might change this ranking. But for now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.